Hello and welcome Guild Ballers to another Guild Ball Match Report. You are here with your host James, and today we are going to be joined by Fisherman and Morticians player. Some of you guys will know him from various tournaments. We have got with us today Henry K. Big warm welcome, first time on the channel, of course. And this is episode number 5, so we're past the halfway point of this initial pilot series, guys. I do hope that you guys are enjoying it. Have you been enjoying the videos?
Been good.
Been good? Yeah, he's not really been watching them. He's just saying that because he's on camera. So originally you were known as a very, very good fisherman player, is that right?
I played fish originally, yeah.
Yeah, played fish originally, and you have moved on to Morticians, and you really taught me some stuff in our last game. Versus Morticians, which I actually think helped me out quite a lot when I played against Chris Hay.
Yeah.
The second time I had a little bit a better idea of what was going on, which is always important in this game. We are going pure old school, aren't we, Henry, today?
Yep.
If it's retro Guild Ball. It's the two starter teams. Today it is the Fishermen versus the Butchers. So what Henry and I are going to do, we are in Henry's house, but the lighting is actually pretty good, which is great. We're going to get down, we're going to show you the teams. There isn't going to be any terrain because I left it at home. I do apologise for anybody who likes seeing terrain in these things. So we are on a bare board. But I hope you enjoy this game, guys. Make sure as ever that you comment, like, share throughout. And whilst Henry is playing host in his lovely home, that was some pretty decent alliteration now, I'm quite impressed. Whilst Henry is playing host in his lovely home, the home team for Abattoir away days is of course the Butchers. So today we do of course have Ox, we have Boar, we have Boiler, we have Shank. We've actually got Brisket in here, and also Princess the Dog. So a little bit of a different team. If you want to know a little bit more about the Butchers and what they do, you can of course go and look at the original episode of Abattoir away days. We'll go into a little bit more detail, or get yourself onto the Guild Ball website. Of course all of the stat cards can be found on there. So across the pitch we of course do have the Fisherman, and you decided to go pure Fisherman. Thank you very much, you're a good man.
You're welcome.
Originally you were thinking about bringing in Hemlock and maybe Gutter in there?
Yeah, they're the two common choices, them and Fangtooth.
Yep, them and Fangtooth of course. So we're going to start things off with the Fisherman captain down here. Who is this?
This is Shark.
And what does Shark do? What's
Shark's a striker. He's very fast, very mobile. He's got a lot of dodges in his playbook, and they're all momentous. He's also got quite a few effects to slow down the movement of enemy players. And he can also speed up his allies.
Fantastic. And next up, of course, we have the mascot. So the mascot is Salt, I believe. Is that right?
That's right.
What does he do?
Very little. But he's again very fast. He's got some dodges again. He has Where They Go, so he can make a. He's quite mobile. And he also has Love Creature, so when he inevitably gets taken out, then I gain some momentum and speed for that turn.
Fantastic. Next up, we've got your big guy here. This is
Kraken.
Kraken, okay.
Kraken is relatively easy to hit, but he's very tough. And his main strength is that he has a 2-inch reach and a momentous knockdown on his first playbook column.
Oh wow.
So he's very good at controlling the enemy team.
Okay, we'll have to watch out for him. And next up, we have.
This is Sakana. He's another striker.
So new guy.
He is the new player, yes. He's again quite fast. He's also got anatomical precision, so he can get through his opponent's armour quite well.
Okay.
And again, lots of dodges. And he also has Poised, which allows him to make a free counter-attack every turn.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
So he can be quite difficult to pin down.
Okay, and then next along, this lovely model.
This is Siren. She is another fast, mobile footballer, but she is quite flimsy. She's not very difficult to kill. However, she does have plays that can force the enemy to move towards her, and also she can make the enemy make passes or attacks.
Oh wow, okay.
So she's very good at retrieving the ball.
Good control character there. And then finally over here, We have, I think I know this guy, is this Jack?
That is Jack,
This
yes.
is Jack, so what's Jack's strength?
Jack's strength is that he's very tough. He's harder to hit than Kraken, but has similar tough hide and quite a lot of health boxes. He's also got quite a few pushes in his playbook results, and his heroic play allows him to push enemy models near him away. So you can throw models around the pitch with that and like open up spaces for the rest of the fishermen.
So definitely a goal scoring team that can move very, very quickly, but also control the movement of their opponents. That's the fishermen. We're going to get things started and see who's going to be kicking off, receiving, and all of those other fun and games.
Okay.
And this one's just for you, Mr. Steve Newton, because of course you were in the last Abattoir away days. And what am I wearing today? Proper sucking up. I am a friend of the show. Who cares who wins? Badge. So as you can see, when Henry and I rolled, I have chosen to receive the ball, and Henry's said I'm doing something interesting. He said, and put a load of things over on the side, and I think it was a trap, undoubtedly a trap. I'd also like to point out as well that Steve Newton, you have over tokened me. I physically couldn't find any of the things that I needed. I've got a token overload there, but thank you very much nonetheless. And as you can see, my loyalties are blended here in the goal place. Okay, so you are going to be moving out to kick the ball up, and Shark's got the ball.
Yep, so he gets to go 7.
So he's got a nice fast movement. He's going to move up to there, and he's going to kick the ball to...
He's got a kick of 8. I'm just going to put it there.
He's just going to put it there. Okay, so he's got 3, I believe.
He has a kick of 4. He's
Wow.
4-8.
Wow, so you don't want this to scatter off the table. Okay, so you get a success. And which direction is it going to go? So it's going to go in the 2, which is this way. It's going to go in the 2, 4 inches. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'll keep that.
You're going to keep that. Brilliant. So there we go. That's where the ball is going to finish. We're going to go into allocation of influence. So this is our Guild Ball pitch after allocation of influence. And of course I went first. I put 3 on Brisket there, nothing on the dog, 2 on Boiler, 1 on Boar of course, 3 on Ox the captain, and also 3 over there on Shank. In the meantime, looks like it could be a little bit of the Shark show early doors, and I'm looking forward to seeing this trap in action. I have to say, we have 3 over here on Kraken, and 1 on Sakana, 1 on Siren, 1 on Jack, and nothing, of course, on Salt. So there we go. So with that, we're going to go into the first activation for the Butchers. So we're going to start things off over here with Mr. Ox, and he's just going to spend 1 to run up. He's just going to run up to this area here, or a little bit further over, in line with that there, which puts him 6 inches away from Shark. And he's going to be doing butchery on Shark. So what is it?
You need 4.
So needing a 4, so we should get 1. And we do. So butchery is going to be on him. That of course means I get an extra damage if I do damage him this time. So we are now over to the activation of the fish, and Henry decided not to go up and score with Shark. There is a bit of danger there, to be honest.
There's a lot of butchers at that end.
There's a lot of butchers just hanging around where he might need to go. So with that in mind, we are going to be splitting up with Jack there. And he's...
So he can go 8, but I'm just going to put him a little bit further back so he's a bit safer from Boar.
Makes sense. There we go. Back over to the butchers. And with it being the butchers again, we're just going to be moving Princess the doggy just back to about there. I think that will do. And with that, it's going to go back over to the fishies. So Henry is deciding next up to activate Salt, and Salt's just going to do a little bit of running around. Just going to move there. Nice easy mascot move there.
Yep.
We're going to go back over.
Both staring at each other for a little bit.
Oh yes, it's that lovely nervous first turn where you're like, well, do I do the things I want to do, or will that risk my whole game? So we're going to go back to the butchers. So next up we're going to be activating Boiler, and he's just going to spend 2 to Swift Stance against Brisket here, which of course is going to mean that it's going to be 6s for most of your dudes to hit, 5s if you've got any girls. Okay, which you do. And the mascot of course. And he's then just going to move up to about there, and that will finish his activation. So here we go, and we're coming in because Shark's going for it. Now this is...
Yeah, gotta go for it.
He's doing it. I'm impressed, Henry. This is cool. So Shark is going to... We pre-measured this, of course.
He's going to sprint 9 inches.
Sprint 9 inches, which of course...
So he goes 6 up to here.
Snaps the ball to
Snaps
him.
the ball. And then he goes 3 more.
So 3 more.
Over towards the goal.
Certainly does, and that puts him 2 inches within boiler.
I am going to spend 3
Yep.
to use Tidal Surge on myself, which can target anyone within 6 of me, but I think that's the target model to make a 4-inch dodge. So I'm going to go 4 more inches over to here.
Very nice.
Taking the ball with me.
That's wonderful.
I'm going to hit boiler.
You're going to hit boiler now, so it's 4s and 1. You attack 5 or 6? 6. Yeah, he's pretty good shark, even in attack sort of. You can do quite a bit of damage.
Pretty sure I'm out of 1 of brisket. I am not, so I lose a die.
Okay.
I need a 4.
So needing 4s, you get plenty. You have 1 armour as well.
Goes to 2.
That's enough to do what you want to do.
Which is a 1-inch momentous dodge.
So you're going to gain a point of momentum, which is what you needed.
And I'm going to dodge 1 inch over to here.
So 1 inch to there.
So I am now easily within 8 inches of the goal.
Easy.
And also out of everyone's engagement zone.
Certainly are.
So before I shoot, I'm going to use my legendary play.
Ooh, what's this?
It's called Caught in a Net. It's an 8-inch pulse, so it's going to hit your entire team, and it reduces your speed by 4.
Okay, cool.
So hopefully that means that you can't come and kill me back again.
We shall see.
And I'm going to spend my last influence and the point of momentum I generated to
Yep.
make a shot.
Okay.
I have a kick of 4.
You have a kick of 4, and of course you need 4 pluses.
Yep.
There's no tenderizer. And you
I
nailed
got
it. You've got it. And so that's a goal to the fishies,
That
and
is.
ball, of course,
So
is going to scatter.
I generate a point of momentum, and I'm going to use it straight away to have Shark make a 4-inch dodge
Yep.
after scoring that goal, and I'm going to get back away from Boar. I'm going to go 4 inches back over to here.
4 inches to there. That's wonderful. So there we go. That is the end of Shark's activation. We're going to come back with the ball scatter next. So there we go. That's where we want to put the ball to scatter. So we are going to roll, of course. I'm going to see which direction it goes. It's going to go in the 2, and it's going to go 5 inches in the 2. So a reasonable distance, probably just about there. There we go. And with that, it goes back over to the butcher's activation. So of course, looking at this, Shank can't get to the ball anyway. Well, he can get to the ball, but he won't be able to get in range of shooting, so it might not be the best thing to do right this second. Let's try and generate a little bit of momentum. And what we are going to do is we're going to get Brisket, and we're going to move her up, and she's going to move right into this little position here, because that keeps her within range of the assist from the Dog Princess, and also within 4 inches of Ox. And she's just going to be hitting 3 times here. Okay, so she does get +1 dice for crowd now. She gets +2 dice for Princess. Okay, and it's 4s and 1 armour, I believe.
Yep.
So 4s and 1 armour, and that's pretty good. Okay, so she's got 3 hits there, and 3 hits on Brisket means that she can do 2 damage, which because of Butchery and because of Ox's aura is going to become a momentous 4 damage. So a momentous 4 damage will go there. So that's good. So we gained a point of momentum. We're going to keep that point of momentum, and we're going to hit again with the same 7 dice. So another roll like that would be great. That's very good again. So we got that. It's 3 hits. We're going to do exactly the same again. So that's momentous 4 damage, and we're going to do it one more time. Same again would be nice. Okay, and that time, oh, we get more that time. I don't think it matters too much because of dodges and all that kind of fun stuff. So she's got 4 hits, which there's no wrap or anything there. She's going to do 2 damage, which becomes, of course, 4. So lots of damage done there by Brisket because of Butchery and because of the various auras. You can see how that stacks nicely. So we're going to go back over to the fishies. So Henry is going to do some nice bit of fisherman magic here. So he is going to be, this is Kraken, he's going to be running up for 6, which costs 1, and he's going to harpoon, which is a 6-inch drag thing.
Yep. So it costs 2.
So it costs 2 to do.
2 dice, I'm going to 3.
So 3 is, and you nail it. So that's going to harpoon you, and you can harpoon up to how far?
It's just you suffer a 6-inch push directly towards me.
Okay, so 6 inches.
Unfortunately, Jackie is in the way, so you are going to stop here.
Okay, but that's going to take that to the end of the fisherman movement. So we're going to have to come back, of course, with the butchers. So to give you guys a little bit of behind the scenes insight there, thought that it was maybe possible. Maybe possible. We're probably about half an inch off, I think it was. Yep. Just shy of that because of line of sight. But we were thinking maybe Shank could, where they go 4 inches, and then he could charge. He had a 12-inch threat range because of damage target.
Yep.
And of course he's very, very fast. But he was just out from being able to see. because of
he can't get far enough forward while staying in range.
Exactly, he can't get far enough forward, which is a little bit of a shame. So I'm going to keep that there, and we're just going to be moving Boar here instead. He's going to do his free charge towards Jack is his name.
Yep.
Just to there, and of course his influence is wasted, and that's of course because of the movement penalties from, what was it called?
Caught in the net.
Caught in the net. So with that we're going to go back over to the fishies. So Henry is getting Sakana on the move. Sakana's just going to wander over. He's going to wander towards that, going for the gap, or he's going out wide. He's got a 2-inch melee, of course.
Yep, so I'm pretty sure we're in there.
Yeah, the intention is that it's fine.
Yep, we're in. So I got 5 dice base.
5 dice base, and
I gain 1 for Kraken, and I gain 1 for Jack.
Certainly do. So you're getting some extra ones there. So
I also get to ignore your armour because I have anatomical precision.
Well, that's pretty handy. It's always a good one. So here we go. So you're ignoring armour, you get a lot of hits there. Okay, that's 6 hits.
6 hits.
That's got to be a wrap, isn't it?
It is a wrap. So I'm going to take 1 momentous damage and weak point, which reduces your armour by 1.
Okay.
From my 3rd column, and a 1-inch momentous dodge from my 1st column. So I'll gain 2 momentum.
So 2 momentum there. So pretty good there. At the moment I'm on 3 momentum, you're on 2, so it's going to be that wrestle for the next turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
The wrestle for the next turn, see who's going to get it. So with that we're now going to go back over to the butchers, and there's only one more guy to activate, and that of course is Shank. So we're coming in here because it's going to be Shank's activation. He's going to be spending 1 here to run, and handily the ball is 9 inches away, so he's going to go to there. Now he's actually then going to snap the ball to, and he's going to kick that ball. He's going to kick that ball because he's aware of some little tricks and the like. He's going to kick it to around there, and if you get your little template, I'm going to roll. And Shank has got a kick of 2, I believe. A kick of 2. So is it going to be a successful kick? It is. And which direction is it going to go? It's going to go in the 5, and it's going to go 3 inches in the 5, 3 inches in the 5, and I'm going to keep that with that, and then I'm going to do my where they go. So my where they go, I'm probably just going to move up about 4 inches to there, and there we go. So that is the end of the butchers. We're going to go back over to the fisherman. Do you know what you're doing?
I've just got Siren left.
Yep.
I'm just going to walk up to Ox and I'm going to stab him.
Makes sense. Look at all those fishies on Ox.
I have an incredible attack of 3, but I do gain 3 additional dice for the other people next to me.
Certainly do.
I need 3s, and you don't have armour because I've taken weak point on my last attack with Sakana, which reduces your armour by 1.
So just needing 3s. And that's not an amazing roll.
It's only 3 hits.
It's only 3 hits. What did you need?
I'm just going to take my 1-inch momentous dodge on my 1st column.
1-inch momentous dodge,
yeah,
which is going to take you up to match me on the momentum front, which is quite interesting. Quite interesting. So we shall see what's going to happen going into the next turn. That's how it's all looking. There aren't any conditions or anything that we need to...
Butchery expires.
Butchery expires, of course. There's nothing else on there. That's how our table is looking. How do you think the game's going so far, guys? Place your bets, get yourself in the comments, interact with the video. What do you think, Henry?
Shark's probably going to die, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's looking interesting. Ox might die as well. We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. So with that, we are going to roll. It's of course equal, 3 each. Very interesting. So let's see what happens here. It's strong. It's strong. And it's much stronger than that. So first turn activation, of course.
I'll be allocating my influence.
It's going to go over to Henry's lovely fisherman artwork, looking over us like a picture of the Queen or Jesus or something like that in the dining room, looking down on our table down here. And this is how it's looking after allocation of influence. So I've kind of spread mine about a little bit, although I put quite a lot over there on Shank, probably for obvious reasons. Yours is very much here on Shark, but you've also got quite a bit on Sakana and on Kraken as well.
Yep. And Salt has 1 as well.
Salt has 1 as well, so he can run and do his other funny, wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
So, with that, we are going to go into the fisherman activation. Do you know what you're doing first?
I am. I'm going to go with Shark. Because if I don't activate him first, he's going to die immediately.
Quite possibly so.
So he's going to spend 3, and he's going to use Tidal Surge.
So Tidal Surge is when you can move.
I can have a model make a 4-inch dodge, which is going to be me.
Yep, makes sense.
So I'm going to go 1 inch to here.
Yep.
And then 3 more inches over to here.
Just to engage.
Yep. I'm then going to hit Boar.
So you're going to hit Boar, how interesting.
So I have attack of 6. I need 2s because Boar is rather easy to hit. be 5 hits.
So you've got 5 hits there.
Now, from Shark's playbook, from the 3rd column, I'm going to take a momentous gut and string, which gives you -4 speed and -1 defense.
Okay.
It also gives me a point of momentum.
It certainly does, which is what you want.
One of the things I want. I'm then going to hit you again.
Can you use that point of momentum to heal yourself?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But we'll still do that.
Okay, there we go.
I gain an additional die because you have -1 defense.
Certainly do.
From gut and string.
Not the one. No.
That's 6 hits this time.
Certainly is. So 6 hits there for the fish.
I could trigger Tidal Surge off my playbook at this point, but it can only be used once per turn.
Okay.
So instead, I'm going to take a momentous 1-inch push, 1-inch dodge, shove bore an inch over this way,
Okay.
and dodge an inch this way.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I'm going to hit you one final time.
Hit me one final time.
So again, I have 7 dice. That's all hit, which is a wraparound. So I'm going to take another momentous 1-inch push, 1-inch dodge, and then 1-inch momentous dodge.
Okay, brilliant.
I'm going to go to 4 momentum. I'm going to put bore another inch over here.
Yep.
And I'm going to dodge 2 inches in total over to here.
2 inches in total to there, huh?
I'm then going to spend one of these points of momentum to heal myself for 4 hit points.
Yep.
Which is quite important right now. So I go back up to a very durable 9, which still isn't particularly safe. And then, since I haven't done it yet, I'm going to take my advance and jog rather far away from all of these people who are trying to kill me. So I'm just going to go straight over to here.
How interesting. So there we go. You got to see the potential survival of Shark there.
Maybe.
He has healed himself a full.
He has.
And he was, so he's on 9 now, 9 boxes.
Yes.
So it's going to be tough to get him. But we're going to see what we can do from the butcher side of things. So what we're going to do here, we're actually going to get Ox on the go, and he's going to be popping up his legendary play. Hopefully he won't be completely wasted. But he's also going to tough skin on himself for 1. So he's going to be an increased armour. If we can find that little thing. But he's also going to move, staying in everyone's melee range. And he's just going to go into base contact with Sakana. And he is going to be hitting him. So he is going to hit him for 1. Now you do get a free counter attack.
I get a free counter attack once per turn, which I'm going to declare now.
Makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to spend that 1 to hit. Now, of course, I am usually tax 7, but I'm crowded out by 3 models.
2 models, because Siren's not actually in. She dodged back.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, 2 models. So that gives me 5. Now, what is it to hit?
It's 4s. He would have an armour, but you've used your legendary.
Certainly has. So fingers crossed that we can get something here. So 4s. It's a terrible roll, but we get 2, which isn't great from Ox's point of view. I believe for Ox, he can do 1 damage, which is going to become 3 damage because of his legendary and his aura as well. So he's done 3 momentous 3 damage there, and he gains that point of momentum. Now you do get your counter attack here.
I do. I have attack 5, and I gain a die for Kraken and a die for Jack.
Certainly do. Okay.
Normally you'd have armor 2. I ignore 1 of it for anatomical precision, but you still get to reduce by 1.
So 3's 1. So not a bad roll at all.
These 2 miss.
1 goes off as well.
Armor, that's 4 hits.
So 4 hits there.
On my 4th column, I have a 2-inch momentous dodge. So I think I am going to get out of your engagement zone before you kill me. And just get back over to here.
And you're going to go over there. And that's going to leave Ox with 1 more, and I'll come back when I've decided what to do with that last one. And Ox is going to spend the next one to actually hit Jack over here for 1. Now you are declaring a counter attack.
I am going to spend a momentum to declare a counter attack this time.
So you're down to 2. And I need 3s, but no armour, of course, because legendary. So we want all of these to hit. And we get 3 of them, okay, which again isn't very good on Ox's box. He needs 4 really. Okay, so with that, he is going to do 1, which becomes 3 again. So he's got 2.
Goes back to 2 because Jack has tough hide.
He certainly does have tough hide. So 2 damage on him, and then you are going to get your counter attack now.
I am indeed.
So his attack.
He's base attack 5.
Yep.
He gains 2 additional attack when he's counter attacking, so that goes to 7.
Yep.
He gains 1 for Kraken, and I believe he also
certainly does.
gains 1 for Sakana.
So quite a lot of dice there. So 3s and 2.
He's on 9 dice. 3s and 2.
3s and 2. So
that's quite a lot of 2s there.
Quite a lot of 2s and 2 armour off as well. So you got
3 hits. Unfortunately, Jack's momentous knockdown is on his 4th column.
That's wonderful news.
So I'm going to take a 1-inch push.
Yep.
Again, and I'm just going to push you over to here.
Push him over to there. Wonderful. So I'm now engaging this one.
I think you probably are, yeah.
Okay, so there we go. So that is the end of Ox's activation. We're going to go back over to the fish. So now I have momentum, Salt has to activate.
I've got to get the ball away from Shank before he scores a goal with it.
Certainly will.
So he's going to just jog, so he goes 7 inches. I'm going to here, and I'm going to snap the ball.
So he's snapping the ball. So he's now engaged by Shank, of course.
Yes, I'm going to spend 1 to where they go, so I'll make a 4-inch dodge.
Which takes you out of being engaged.
Over to here. Now, still, if you walk up to me and take the ball, you can probably when they go back out again. So rather than give you an easy tackle, I'm going to drop the ball here.
Fantastic. So there you go. That is how it is looking, and it's back over to the butchers. Next up is the rather beautiful brisket here, and she is going to be wandering around her 6 inches just to where that dice is, staying outside of Jack's engagement. I think I wanted her to be a little bit more over this way. You have to charge in a straight line, don't you?
Yep.
So with that in mind you, you've got 2-inch melee, and you can't see if I'm there, but we won't worry about that now. So anyway, just rambling to myself there, guys. Makes great content. Okay, so I need 3s.
Yep.
So 3s to dirty knives you here, and we get it for 6. Good stuff. So you have dirty knives, so that 1 damage becomes 3 damage.
Goes back to 2 for tough hide.
Because of tough hide. So
And
2
I
damage.
suffer the poison condition.
And you suffer the poison condition as well, which is reasonably good news. Okay, so with that, we're going to go into fisherman movement. So we're coming in now because after Dirty Knives has been done on Jack, we're coming back over because Sagana is going to be activating and it's going to be stabbing. So spending 1 here.
So 5 dice, I gain 1 for Kraken and I gain 1 for Jack.
You certainly do.
On its 3s, you have an armour of 1 because of anatomical precision.
Certainly do. So let's see what you get here. It's not a great roll, really.
3 hits.
Becomes
2 hits, which is enough for a momentous weak point, so I'll reduce your armour by 1.
Ah, wow, very interesting. Now, does that momentous weak, does that stay, or is it just for this attack?
It stays for the rest of the turn.
Okay, very interesting.
So now Sakana gets to ignore 2 and everyone else gets to ignore 1.
Brilliant.
I'm going to hit you again.
Makes sense.
So again, 7 dice.
You've got rid of my tough skin, basically.
Yeah. So now I need 3s and you don't have any armour.
That's a
bit better.
That's a lovely roll.
That's
Isn't
6 hits. Okay, I'm going to take, well, for my wraparound, I'm going to take a 1-inch momentous dodge. And from my initial attack, I'm going to take, from my 5th column, a 2-inch push and 2-inch dodge.
2-inch push and a 2-inch dodge.
So I'm going to bring you 2 inches over this way.
Oh no, that doesn't look good.
Yeah, you're getting nice and close to the board edge. And I'm going to dodge 2 over to here. I'm going to hit you 1 final time. Now I have taken you out of everyone's engagement zone now, which does mean that I only get 5 dice.
Yep.
However, I do have still ignore all your armour.
Of course, yes.
So 3s. That's 3 hits.
So 3 hits that time.
So I'm going to take 1 momentous damage and weak point again, which doesn't do anything because it's already active.
So you're going to do a momentous damage?
A momentous 1 damage.
Momentous 1 damage. So I think that's the first one I'm going to write down. So I'll get a
it
pen.
is.
And we'll do that now. And that's going to take us to the end of Sakana's little movement there. So looks like I've got a lot to be worried about. Let's see if we can do anything to get around this now. So here we go. This is all pre-measured. So yeah, very, very worried about Ox being pushed off the board. It is forcing me to be a bit more defensive, which is wasting his legendary a little bit, I have to say. But hey ho, we live and learn. So Boiler here is actually going to be moving up 6 inches, and it does put him so he engages there, as we pre-measured that before. And he's 4 inches away from Ox, and he's going to spend 2 to Swift Stance, which is going to give him +1 defense. And unfortunately, that is going to end my activation. So nothing fireworks based there. We're going to go back over to the fishies. Can I just say I'm loving Henry's approach to this game. He's going for it. He's going to give it a go. So he is going to be charging Kraken.
Yep. So I'm going to go into here where I'm also engaging Brisket and Boiler for future fights.
Yep. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to defensive stance.
Yep.
Because you are charging, of course.
Yep.
Here. So you will need 5s to hit, and I am 1 armour.
Yep. So I have 5 dice base. I gain 4 for charging.
Yep.
I gain 1 for you being engaged by Sakana.
Yep.
And since I'm going to need quite a lot of 5s, I'm going to bonus time for an additional die.
Good luck.
I'm going to need it.
How many do you need? 5?
I need 6 5s.
6 5s
on 11 dice.
The best of luck. I think people are cheering you
make
on
you
just for
spend the
the
momentum.
intent. That's not bad.
That's 4 6s, but no 5s, so not quite there. However, if you hadn't defensive stance, then it would have been there. So
yeah, well, that's so a good idea.
So you have 1 point of armor. So I have 3 hits. I'm going to take a momentous knockdown.
So momentous knockdown. So I am going to be knocked down now.
Yep.
Using a Who Cares Who Wins token.
And I'm going to buy an additional attack, which is going to be on Boiler.
Additional attack on Boiler. So
5 dice.
That's right, and it's
I'm
4s on
going
1.
to die for Jack.
Yes.
4s on the 1.
4s on the 1. That's a great roll.
On the 1. It doesn't make much difference though, because I'm taking a result from my first playable column, which is the momentous knockdown.
So momentous knockdown, of course, which is what you'd want to be going for there. I'll get a knockdown token, and you gain a point of momentum, which puts you up to what, 6?
6, yes.
Wow.
And Kraken hasn't taken any damage, so that's going to be it.
That is going to be it. Wow. So with that, we're going to come back over to Team Butchers. This is our Guild Ball pitch, and we're going to come back in now because Shank is going to do some stuff. Yep, Shank is going to do some stuff because I don't think anything else particularly matters. I don't think I can get anything in to do anything over there. So what he is going to do is he's just going to walk round. He's going to, yeah, we know that he's got the walking round. And he's going to go to there. So he's an inch away from the ball, but he's not going to snap it too. So he's going to hit, first of all.
Yep.
1. Now he's tack 6, and he's 5s.
Yep. Salt is 5s to hit.
Salt is 5s to hit, so let's have a little bit of a look here. So we get 3. Wow, I did not expect that. Okay, so 3 with Shank is a momentous 2 damage, so I gain a point of momentum, and a 1-inch dodge. And you've got a, what's your melee range?
Engagement zone 1.
Got an engagement zone of 1. So I'm going to do that 1-inch dodge to move to the edge.
Yep.
There, still making sure that I'm an inch away from the ball and from you. And I'll spend the next one to do the same. Hopefully get as good. No, so we get 2 that time. So again, it's another 2, momentous 2 damage with a 1-inch dodge. Can I snap the ball during that?
Since you've taken a dodge, then yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the dodge and go to melee 2 inches away.
Yeah.
So if you want to get the, let's do it here. Yeah, a bit closer to the goal, but going that way. There we go. With the ball, and we're going to hit you again. So sorry, I did gain point of momentum there. I'm going to hit you again, needing those 5s. Let's see lots. So we get 2. That's another
2 damage and a 1-inch dodge.
2 damage and a 1-inch dodge. I'm going to get a point of momentum. So it can kill you here. And I think it's probably worth doing because you've not got any influence anywhere else. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and take you out here. So needing 5s.
Oh,
Get
only 1 hit.
Are you joking?
Salt's on 1 hit point then?
Salt is on 1 hit point. So 1, and it does have a 1-inch dodge as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dodge towards the goal behind thingy. That's it, just to there. And then I'm going to release the ball on the other side of me to there.
Okay.
There we go. And I get, of course, a point of momentum, which is pretty good. So I'm up to 5 points of momentum, and we're going to come back with the fishies. So at this point, it is going to be Jack who's going to be moving, and he is just going to wander into that space there.
I'm not going to take any parting blows from anyone, so I'm just going to go to here at the edge of Boiler's range.
Yeah.
However, that does mean that Brisket gets to trigger her unpredictable movement.
Certainly
If
does.
you want to.
What's your heroic play? 4 inches
I
diagonal.
push everyone within 3 of me 4 inches away.
Everyone within 3 of you 4 inches
inches.
directly away.
Yes.
I probably want to keep her there, to be honest.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to spend the momentum to heal myself for 4 and put myself back on full. And then I'm going to spend another momentum to use my heroic play and push all enemies 4 inches away. So I'm going to throw Ox another 4 inches to here.
Yep.
Which is very worrying for him.
There's worrying for him.
I'm going to chop Brisket 4 inches over here.
Yep.
And I'm going to chop Boiler 4 inches over there.
There we go. So that is our table. I have the dog and I've got Boar to go, and you of course have Siren. So we're going to come back with that now. We're coming in now because Boar is going to do his free charge, and he's just going to do his free charge up towards, what's her face? Siren. And he's going to be going to that position there. There we go, just there. So with that, it's going to go back over to Siren. And at this point here, we're going to get Siren, and Siren is going to move.
Staying back, I'm staying within 4 of Kraken to gain that bonus armour from Protected.
Okay. And then the final movement will be Princess the dog. So here we go. So the final one is just going to be the dog. Princess just going to be moving up just to there. And there we go. So that's it. That is how we're looking. And as we go into the maintenance phase, of course, you don't have any bleed on you from anything.
Jack is poisoned, so he's going to take his 2 damage.
Well, this is poison, it doesn't limit your movement or anything like that, does it?
No, it just does 2 damage every time.
So 2 damage on him.
Weak point and tough skin both fall off.
They do. The dirty knives stuff comes off. Poison stays on. Knockdowns stay on. And we're on a very key roll here because I think Ox is going off the board. Probably.
Whoever gets to activate first over here probably is quite happy about it.
Yes, whoever's going to get, I can score and I can kill and
all sorts of other things.
Yeah. So yeah, very, very interesting looking. It's a roll off. So I've got 5 momentum. You have 4. This is where you roll terribly.
I got 2.
Come on, don't look, I'll look. Okay, it's a draw.
I guess we're rolling again.
Oh gosh.
I got a 3 this time.
Oh come on, don't let me down, dice, don't let me down. It's got to be good. Oh, and I get it. It's a 4. That's great news. With that great news, we're gonna allocate influence. And here we go. So are we on to turn 3? Yep, turn 3. So as you can see, nothing on Ox there. He's going off that board. No matter what I want to do. He's plan. So we've got Sakana there on 2, and we've also got Big Guy Kraken on 3, and what's this fella's name? Jack. He's on 2 as well. Boiler's got quite a bit on him, and we've got Brisket there, 1 on Boar himself, nothing on the dog. And we've got quite a bit over there on Shank, which is pretty good. So we're going to come back in with Butcher's activation. And as tempting as it is to go to that part of the pitch, kill the otter, and score, you are going to kill Ox, and you will score after that. So
that's the plan.
That would be the plan. So although that whole sequence would take it to 6-6, you then probably very quickly go to 10. 10-6, and then you've not got a whole lot that you need to do. Probably looking at the board, we'll probably be able to score again, not that million miles after. So I am going to start off here. We have of course pre-measured, and Boar is going to be moving to there. So he's engaging both, that's his free charge, and he has got 11 strikes here because he's crowded out by Kraken. But he's doing this on Jack. So it's 3s, 1 armour. Well, good roll. Wow, that's a lot of 2s. And 1. God, that is one of the worst rolls I think I've ever seen. And 1 there. Okay, so he's got 3 there.
Impressive.
Not very good. Okay, so that is going to be a momentous 2 damage.
Which is reduced to 1 by Tough Hide.
Reduced to 1 by Tough Hide. But importantly, that does mean he's going to get his next attack, and hopefully that's going to be a bit better this next one. So that's 8 dice, minus 1 of course. And what... That's nice. He's going to use that free attack to hit... what's his face? Kraken. So 2's 1 armour this time. 2's 1 armour. And there we go. So that's all hit in there. Okay, so 1 armour. That's 6 hits. And what Boar is going to do is he is going to knock down.
Sure. Kraken is knocked down.
So Kraken is going to be knocked down.
Got another knockdown token there? Or shall I use it on there?
I'll probably do in this crazy knock. There we go. The crazy pile of knockdowns. Okay, so now he is knocked down. I'm then going to spend my 1 to hit Jack.
Yep. But this time you have the full 8 dice.
I have the full 8 dice. So we're going to hit Jack here. Okay, what can we get? Okay, so Jack was 3s. 1 armour. So that's 4. So that's a momentous 3 damage, which becomes 2 damage because of Tough Hide, and again the point of momentum. So that's taken up. How much have we got now?
You now just have your final berserk attack remaining.
So final berserk attack. Okay, so we've got the 8 dice, And we're going to do that on Jack.
Yep.
Okay, so we need good rolls. I've not been rolling fantastic. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be 5, and with that 5, I'm going to knock Jack down.
Sure.
So now Jack and Kraken are going to be knocked down. We'll find another one of the fancy who cares who wins tokens. We've got loads of tokens basically, and that's going to bring us to the end of Butcher activation. So there we go. Bit of use of the knockdown, a little bit of damage, but more thinking about the rest of the turn really. So here we go. So we're going to have Salt. Salt is going to, where'd they go?
Well, he's going to walk first.
Oh, walk first, sorry.
He's got his 7 inches of movement, so he's going to go over to here.
Yep.
And snap the ball.
He's going to snap the ball.
He's going to, where'd they go? He's going to make a 4-inch dodge and get as far away from Shank as he possibly can. And keep you busy for ages dealing with him.
Yep.
And then he's going to spend his remaining 1 to make a kick, and he's going to kick the ball to here.
So, it's going to scatter. It
No
has
matter what the scatter result is, it's going off the pitch.
Going
so
off the pitch, which means
goes
that
off the
it
pitch.
arrives in the middle.
Scatters from the middle of the pitch.
And do we use a circular scatter?
We use the circular scatter with the 1 towards my goal because it's my activation.
And you get to roll?
I will indeed.
So this is where you roll a 1, 6.
That'll be disappointing, but well, you never know. Direction 5,
okay,
so that is, sorry, that's the wrong way up. It is that way up. So a 5 is going that way.
This way, isn't it? Towards boiler.
It's diagonal.
That way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or 5?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Oh,
it's 2, so it goes 2 inches over here.
2 inches over here, huh? Interesting.
Just to there.
That is very, very, very interesting.
Go ahead.
So with that, we're going to come back with the Butcher's move. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to try and save Ox a little bit here. There's lots of sort of tempting things to do, like going and booting the ball back down there. You're kind of accepting that he's just going to score though. Oh gosh, I'm changing my mind constantly. What I am going to do, I'm going to, because this is going to help with all these tough skin ridiculousness over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a point of momentum to stand Ox up, and he's got 5-inch movement, and he's just going to move so that he is engaging.
I don't think you can actually get engaging on them both.
Maybe
because
not.
you've only got a 1-inch melee, so you'll have to pick one.
Pick one, of course, will be Kraken.
Yeah, they put up 2 inch reach, so I don't get a button blow on you.
Nope, and that will be that. So yeah, we're going to go back over to the fishies. So now we've got Kraken.
So Kraken is unfortunately going to have to forfeit his movement to stand up because I don't have any momentum yet.
Yep.
But he is then going to start out by hitting Boar.
So he's going to hit ball.
So I have attack 5.
Yeah, attack 5.
I lose a die for Ox.
Lose a dice for Ox.
So I need 2s and you have no armour.
No armour. 2's no armour. Should get all
That's
this.
4 hits. I'm going to take that momentous knockdown.
Momentous knockdown on Boar. So Boar is going to be knocked
I
down.
just got rid of this knockdown token here.
Oh yeah. So Boar's going to be knocked down.
I'm then going to buy an attack on Ox.
You're buying an attack on Ox. So
This
3's and
time
1.
I gain an additional die because you're engaged by Sakana.
You certainly do. Okay.
So I'm on 6 dice rather than 4.
So 3's and 1. That's awful.
That's 2 hits, which goes to 1 hit, which is still enough for a momentous knockdown.
It certainly is. So
is,
another knockdown.
And then finally, unfortunately, if I take Release the Kraken to push Ox away, he's going to hit Sakana, so I still can't get him out of range of all of his buffs and things.
Yep.
So instead, I'm going to hit Boar again.
So you can hit Boar again.
Yep.
Needing 2's.
Yep.
You get an extra dice.
5 dice
Down.
goes to 6. I got the 2 ones that I didn't want, so I've only got 4 hits.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a momentous harpoon and I'm going to pull Boar up into right up here.
Right up into base contact.
So he's going to hit Jack, so he's not quite in base contact, but he's almost there.
Yep. Fantastic.
Now
that's that.
I do have 3 momentum, so I am going to spend 2 of it to heal Jack for 4.
So you're healing Jack for 4.
Yes.
He goes back up.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
Back to the butchers.
And it's back over to Team Butchers. And at this point, Princess is going to move up. And she's going to move up into... He's going to move up, or he, she, whatever he is. He's going to move up into base contact with you there. And hand that back over to the fishies. Let's see what they do. So, shark attack time.
It is.
What's he going to do?
Well, if I don't stop Boiler, he's going to walk in there and kill Jack, because now he's got loads of bonuses from the dog and Ox and all sorts of silliness. So I'm charging you. So
Yep.
in I go, 9 inches to here.
You going to snap the ball too?
I am indeed.
Okay.
So I have attack of 6.
Okay, and it's 3s and 1.
Yeah.
Because I'm knocked down.
4 for charging.
Okay, so 3s and 1 here. And that's
3 misses. Armor 1. So that is 6.
So that's 6 hits.
Yeah. I'm going to take. I'm just going to see. What's Boiler's speed?
He is 6'8".
Okay, so if he's 2'4", then he's probably not quite in range. Might be just about in range. I'm going to take. Let's just see how far I am from the goal as well. Because if I am not going to be able to stop you, I don't think.
Just don't stop me then. Remember the rule of the channel. Let me win!
I'll see what I can do.
It's been a cracking game.
I'm going to take a momentous. Well, it's definitely momentous, whatever I take. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to just take a momentous tidal surge. Have myself make a 4-inch dodge up to here.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot.
And you're going to have a pop-up goal. Fantastic.
So 4 dice.
So you got 4 dice. What do you get? Oh my
miss.
days, it's a miss.
I should have bonus timed that. Well, it'll be 4 dice, it'll be fine. No.
4 dice should be fine.
However,
Okay.
the ball is going rather off the pitch now.
Okay, so
There's the scatter.
it's going to go in the direction of
5. So that way.
that way, and 6 inches?
4 inches.
4 inches. Oh, so
I
it's
think that is far enough to take it. Yeah, so that means it's not going to hit the goal on its way and it's going to actually land there.
okay. What happens if it hits the goal on its way?
It's a barrier.
Huh?
The goal counts as a barrier,
So it would just
which means
stop.
that it would stop.
Fantastic.
But the last influence on Shark is wasted. He is, however, going to spend that last point of momentum to heal himself for 4.
Makes sense. Oh yeah, because he had quite a lot of damage on him.
Yeah,
Completely forgot that.
yeah, he
And he got out
didn't
and dodged,
have
didn't he? He did one and went over there. So that's a bit of an overview of the pitch there, looking quite interesting. So we're going to come back with the butcher stuff. So we're going to come in now because I'm going to spend that point of momentum, which I had. Let's put that over. To stand up Boiler. And Boiler is just going to wander around. And he's going to wander around into there, I think.
Yep.
You're on the floor. And he's going to spend 1 to attack you. Now he gets +1 for, for the dog. So he's normally attack 6, is that right?
Attack 5.
It's attack 5, but it becomes 6 because of the dog.
He gets an extra 1 for assist.
He gets an extra 1 for the assist because of the dog. Okay. So he has got, is that right? 7 dice?
Yep.
So he's got 7 dice because those,
Yeah.
so he's knocked down.
Yep.
Okay, and he will need 2s because you're on the floor and it's no armour because of anatomical precision. Okay, that's great news. Okay, so that is 7 hits, okay. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a momentous 3, which would be 5 because of the dog and because of Ox's aura. But that goes down to 4. So momentous 4 damage, but then he does wrap.
Yeah.
He wraps 2, so he's going to do a momentous 2, which is actually 4, which goes down to 3, and he gains 2 points of momentum. So that's probably about as good as you want to get there. Okay, he's going to spend 1 to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here we go. And he's going to do exactly the same again. So 3, which becomes 5, which goes back down to 4, and 2, which goes to 4, which goes back down to 3.
Which takes him out.
Which is going to take him out. Brilliant. And I have got 2 more here, which because I'm not engaging, they will be wasted from a hitting point of view. But what I might do here is there's no point. What can you do? I've got 4 points there. I'm going to spend that 2 to swift stance on Ox.
Yep.
And I'm also going to spend 2 points of momentum to stand Ox up. So Ox is going to be stood up. He's also got +1 armour because of swift stance. And that is going to bring us towards the end of Butcher's movement for that turn. So we're going to go back over to the fish. So next up we have got Sakana. And Sakana is going to be activated now. What's he going to do?
He's just going to wander round to here.
Okay. Staying
out of his engagement zone, which is pretty simple because he's only got a 1 inch.
Certainly does.
And he's going to start stabbing boar.
You stab boar, so you get an extra dice, you get an extra
I get an extra die, and again get another one for Kraken.
You certainly do. Okay, so you need 2s here.
Yep. But I got 3 ones, so I've only got 4 hits.
That's a terrible roll.
So I'm going to take a 2-inch momentous dodge.
Which momentous dodge? So you want the momentum, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm pretty much going to stay where I am, though.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit boar again.
You can do it again.
Do it again.
Brilliant. Okay.
That's a bit better.
That's a bit better.
This time I got 6 hits. So I'm going to take another 2-inch momentous dodge and a 1-inch momentous dodge.
Brilliant. So you've got 3 momentum now.
Yes.
Which gets you out. Oh, I get an extra point of momentum for taking you out, don't I?
You do indeed, yes.
So currently we are tied on 3 each.
Yes, however, I have a feeling that Shank is going to be generating some more.
He will be.
I am going to be taking that 3 inches of dodge just over to here.
3 inches of dodge just to that. So there we go. That is how it's looking. There's only 1 fish left to activate, isn't there? Just her over there.
Because Jack died before he could.
And we've got 2 over there, so let's see what we are going to do. So next up we're going to come in here with the lovely Brisket, and Brisket is just going to wander around. She's got loads of movement. And she's going to wander into there, so she is an inch away. She'll go to that position there. So she's an inch away there from Boar. Not Boar, we know his name. From Kraken. And are you made sure
just checking whether the dog's in. He is not in, which does mean you're going to need to go a little bit closer with Brisket there. Stick it in there. Ox is in, dog is not.
Ox in, dog is not. Brilliant. Okay, so she's going to hit you for 1.
Yep.
And she is normally tack 4, but she gets plus 4 for the dog, or 2? Plus 2 for the dog. So she's got plus 2 for the dog, plus 1 for Ox.
Yep.
And she's going to hit you needing 2s here.
Yep. I'm a 1.
You're 1. So she gets 5 hits, which should be a wrap for her.
It will be.
I love how you know them better than I do. Okay, so she's going to do a momentous, 5 hits?
Yeah.
She's going to do a momentous 2 damage.
Yep.
Which goes to 3, which goes back down to 2.
Yep.
Okay, and she generates a momentum point for that. And then she'll do a 1 damage, which goes to 2, which goes back down to 1 from her wrap round. Okay, and then she's going to hit you again. Okay, so same number of dice.
I am going to declare a counter attack.
So you're going to counter attack on this one.
Yep.
So that is right, isn't it? Yep, 7. So she's going to hit. Let's get lots, and we get all of them.
Yep.
1 is going to come off. So this time she's going to do momentous 2, which is going to go 3 and then 2. And then she's going to momentous 2, which goes 3 and then 2 as well. Yep. Generates 2 point of momentum, so we're up to 6.
I'm going to take my counter attack.
You're going to get your counter attack.
I have attack 5 and I lose 1 for Ox, so I have 4 dice.
Just before you go, can I do it now where I stand somebody up?
Yeah, you can spend it to stand someone up if you want.
Can I spend 2 just to stand up?
I don't think you can spend. Yeah. I don't think you can after I've stated that I'm counter attacking because it's still part of the same action.
Okay, we'll go with that. It's fine. Sounds fair.
I need 2 5s to knock you down anyway. I got it.
You got
I'm
it.
going to take a momentous knockdown.
Okay, so of course I'll spend the 1 to stand her back up.
Sure.
Which makes sense. So down to 5. I'm going to spend 2 to get Boar up. So he's going to come up.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 3. I'm going to spend that last one to hit again, so I'll get another dice now.
Yep.
So that plus 1. Lots of 2s. Plus.
Yeah.
That time we actually got 2 1s, but that means that we can get.
You've got armour as well.
Oh yeah, we've got armour as well.
You've got 5 hits.
So 5 hits, so that's going to be a momentous 2 damage, which is 3.
And back to 2.
Back to 2. So I go up to 4, and then another non-momentous 1 damage, which goes up to 2, back down to 1.
Yeah.
And there we go. That's Brisket's activation, and we're on 4 momentum. We're going to go to your next move.
It's just Siren.
Just Siren.
She isn't really doing very much, but she probably needs to get away from this giant melee before everyone in it kills her. So she's just going to head 7 inches over to here.
So she is going to run over there, and we're going to come back with Shank. So we're coming in here, we're coming in with Shank, and this was a bit of a decision to make, I have to say, because of course you do have the otter over there, could go over, kill him, it's 2 victory points, it's at the end of the turn, so it's not going to have a massive sort of impact in that kind of sense, but you would get 2 momentum points, so it's kind of neutral, and that's a lot of influence wasted there, and really I want to start the next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 here to where they go, just remember this is all pre-measured, and then he is going to walk up. It was walking up, wasn't it? Walk up to there. And now that he's walked up, he is going to hit. Okay, so he spent 1, of course. He's tack 6.
He needs 5s because he is male.
Yeah, so there is the charmed male thing. Okay, so here we go. Let's get some.
That would be
2.
2.
We do get 2. Let's just make sure. Yeah, sterling dice do quite well. So 2. So that's going to be a momentous 2 damage and a 1 each dodge, and more importantly, a point of momentum, which is why we're doing this. And I'm going to do that 1 each dodge, and just bring us around there. As it's staying just outside of our melee, and we'll do the same.
You've got 2-inch melee, but
oh yeah, okay.
If I counter attack you, you just dodge within 1, so I can't get out anyway.
Exactamundo. So here we go. So what do we get? We get 2 again, so we'll do another momentous 2 damage with a 1 each dodge and just come around here. And final one. So I'll put that on, so we're on 6. So hopefully we'll go to 7 here. Yes, so we get 2 again, so that's another 2 damage and a point of momentum, so we are on 7. And he's got another 1 each dodge, so he'll 1 each dodge to there. Wonderful. So there we go, and that is the end of everything.
You're on 7 and I'm on 2, so you have +5, so you're guaranteed to win the roll.
That was very important, I think. Henry, was it a good decision?
It means that Salt's probably going to live, so you're low on victory points at the moment, but going first is useful.
Certainly is. Okay, so yeah, we're going to come down and we'll crack on, see what we can do.
Allocate some influence.
This is our pitch skill baller, so you can see down here Shark only has 2. The ball is down here out of shot. We've actually got 3 over here on Siren. It's quite tempting to take her out, to be honest. And we've got 3 on Shank. Jack's come back on over there with 2. Brisket's got 3 on her. Ball, of course, got 1. But Ox has got 5 because he should be able to take out this next situation. It's just whether that is worth it or not. I think it is. He's going to be going. Okay, so he is going to spend 1 to hit Jack. Kraken, that's his name. Okay, so we have got 9 dice because of crowding out and the like, and we need 2s. Okay, yep. Let's see what we get.
He has an armour of 1.
So,
6 hits.
So that's 6 hits, which 6 hits with Ox is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's momentous 3 damage, which becomes 4 damage, which goes back down to 3. And I generate a point of momentum there. Yep, so I'm going to spend my next one. If we can get that every time, that'd be good. To do it again, so we've got our 9 dice. And again, needing those 2s, lots of 2s. No 1s. That's 1. And we got the armour as well. So this time we have got 7. Okay, so 7 is going to be another 3, which goes to 4, which goes back down to 3, and we've got 2 points of momentum there. Okay, so I'm going to spend the next one. Do the exact same again. This is good. And
same again, isn't
same again.
Kraken is on 1 hit point.
Kraken is on 1 hit point, so we'll spend the next one to do this. I've generated another
point. You need to not roll all 1s.
It's not going to happen. Oh, don't say stuff like that, James. Okay, 1.
Kraken's taken out.
Kraken is going to be taken out. We have. Did you say he's got 1 left?
Yes.
Now I can do. Is it? Oh, that's a push, isn't it? If you go that way, so yeah. I gain 2 more points of momentum. That's 5, and I do still have my movement here. So I am going to. Can you move and hit with your last one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to move up.
5 takes you all the way up there if you want to.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to there, like so. So that inch away. Spend that next one to hit him. This time I just get +1 dice. Is that right?
That's right. So you have 8.
So
what column's your knockdown on? 4. I am not going to counterattack.
It is on 4.
I'll just save it.
Makes sense. Okay. So needing 4's 1, is it? Or 3's 1?
4's 1.
4's 1. So here we go. So that's not great. That's probably cocked. So
4 hits goes to 3.
goes to 3. So you're not knocked down. But we are going to do momentous 1, which then of course becomes 2 damage, and we're up to 6. And I've not had any. Nothing is damaged or knocked down or anything. So.
Oh.
So I'll keep that, and it's going to go over to the fishies. So next up, we have got. She's got to go, Siren.
Yeah.
Got to go, and she's doing one.
She's going to hit Shank. Fortunately, she is more than an inch away, which is very important because it means that a 1-inch dodge will take her out of his engagement zone. So I have attack of 3. I need 4s. I got 2 hits.
Yes.
I'm going to take my 1-inch momentous dodge.
Makes sense.
I'm going to dodge an inch over this way, but I can stay in your engagement zone because I've got some influence left. So I'm going to hit you again.
Makes sense. And you get any point of momentum for that last one? You don't get anything.
Don't get anything for that. So I'm going to have to hit you again.
So you're going to hit me again. Here we go. You get 2 that time. Brilliant.
I am going to take another 1-inch momentous dodge.
So moving out.
Go to here, get out of your engagement zone.
And
then I'm going to walk 7 over to here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to heal myself for 4.
Heal yourself for 4.
Which puts her back on an incredible 8 hit points.
Incredible 8 hit points, so she can still be
1
killed.
momentum left. Go ahead.
She can still be killed.
Oh yeah.
But it's what happens after. Let's have a little think. So we'll come back with the butcher's moves. So we're coming in because I'm going to be activating Shank. I was thinking, you know, hit with boar and do some damage, and you won't get your free charge then, you know, and the like. And he can't do enough damage, whereas Shank I think can. So Shank is 5 inches away, and he's going to move up into that base contact. Oh, sorry, chains, spikes. They're in base contact. There we go. Like so.
Yeah.
Okay, and he is going to spend 1 to hit you. He's also going to spend point of momentum to bonus time this. So he's tack 6. He gets 1 for the bonus time, and he's also getting another 2 here for the crowding out.
I am going to declare my counter attack.
Makes absolute sense. Okay, so here we go. So we need something good here.
It's 4s, armor 1.
4's armor 1. That's not amazing.
5 hits goes to 4.
5 hits goes to 4. I think that's enough. What we said, yes. Okay, so it's a momentous 3 damage.
And a 1-inch dodge.
Goes to 4 with a 1-inch dodge. You declared a counter attack, didn't you?
Yeah. So I'm taking 4 from this.
So you've taken 4 momentous damage. I get that point of momentum back there. You are declaring your counter attack, and I do have the 1-inch dodge. I will move just around your base, just to there. That'll do.
Sure. I'm going to take my counter attack.
Of course. So
I have attack of 5. I lose 1 for ox and 1 for boar.
Yep. So needing 4s here.
There's my 2 4s.
So
I'm going to take a 2-inch dodge, which can't get me out of engagement because you stayed in base contact.
Yep.
But it can get me away from ox and boar, so you at least don't have any additional dice.
Makes absolute sense. So there we go. So I am going to. Oh, we're all mixing up our influence here. Here we go. I'm going to spend my next 1. To do it again, I'm going to, of course, bonus time. It's got to be done. Okay, so I've got my 6 plus 1.
Yeah.
Come on.
Armor 1.
Come on, Shank. Come on. That's a terrible
2 hits
roll.
goes to 1 hit.
God damn it. Okay, so I'm going to do momentous 1 damage, which becomes 2. Goes up to 6 then. Okay, so 4. So I
get
need
another 1-inch dodge if you want it.
a 1-inch dodge if I want it. Yeah, I want to go into base contact.
Yep.
Makes sense, I think.
Yep.
Because of what I saw before with her. Oh, sorry. So he's in base contact, and we're going to do it again. I'm going to bonus time, of course. So I need, surely I get a better roll this time. Okay, here we go.
4's 1.
We need 5 successes.
You need 5 4s.
It's doable. Come on, double.
That is 2 4s.
That's terrible.
That's another 1 damage, isn't it? Which goes to 2.
Another 1, which goes to 2, and there we go. I'm on 6 there. So good amount of momentum generated, but unfortunately don't kill Sakana. So we're going to go into Fisherman.
It's going to be Sakana.
Yes, it has to be. Do you know what you're doing straight away?
Unfortunately, the problem is that I'm on 2 hit points, which means that I can't attack Shank because you'll counter attack and kill me.
Yep.
So I'm going to have to attack Ox.
Okay, makes
I
sense.
have no other options. Let's go for it.
So attacking Ox.
5 dice base goes to 4.
Yep.
First for Shank. I
Freeze them
need
on.
3s. You don't have armour because I have anatomical precision.
Anatomical precision, of course. That's
2 hits.
not amazing.
2 hits is, however, enough for a 1-inch momentous dodge, which is just fine. I'm going to wander around this way.
Yep.
I'm going to hit you again. I'm also on 2 momentum now.
So you're going to hit again, so spending number 2.
Yep, same again.
All hit that time.
4
That's
hits.
4, very good.
That's a 2-inch momentous dodge.
Very good.
I'm going to then spend 1 to heal myself for 4.
Makes sense.
I'm going to walk my 6 inches. I'm going round to here.
Okay.
Because I need to engage Boar or he's going to kill me. And I'm going to hit Boar.
Yes, with your last one.
I've got 2 attacks left.
2.
I take a 1-inch dodge, a 2-inch dodge. I've walked and I had 4 on him.
Okay.
So I have 5 dice. 2s, I'm up. 4 hits.
So you get 4 hits.
I'm going to take a momentous 2-inch dodge, and I'm just going to stand where I am, and I'm going to hit you again.
Fantastic.
4 hits again. I'm going to take another momentous 2-inch dodge. I'm going to stay where I am, but I'm going to make sure I'm engaging everyone.
Yep, makes sense. So there we go.
Go ahead.
That is how it's looking. We're going to go back over to the butchers. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to get Brisket. She's just going to walk up into base contact, like so.
Yep.
Makes sense. And she's going to spend 1 to hit you. Okay.
I am going to spend a momentum to counterattack because I probably won't be able to get away anyway, but I'm not going to win initiative no matter what happens.
Yeah. So that makes sense. So she gets +2 attacks. So she starts off with 4, and it goes to 6 because the dog's within
1 for
range.
One for Boar as well.
And 1 for Boar as well. And what is it to hit you?
4s.
So it's 4s to hit you.
With 1 armour.
4s with 1 armour. So that's yeah. Okay. So 4s with 1 armour. Good roll. It's cocked, unfortunately. But I get it anyway. Okay. So there we go. And now it goes down to 3. 3 will be enough for what I want. Which is going to be 2 momentous 2 damage, which goes up to 3 damage.
Yeah.
And I'm on 7 now.
I'm going to take my counter attack.
You certainly are.
I have attack of 5, which goes to 4 for Boar.
Yep.
Now I need 2 5s to get away from you. However, the problem with that, yeah, I need 2 5s.
2 5s.
So I could bonus time it and go to 2 momentum.
7.
But I need 1 to shoot, 1 to bonus time the shot, and some to heal, so I'm going to leave it.
Yep.
I got it.
Yep.
I'm going to take a 2-inch dodge. I'm going to go around this way to out of your engagement zone, but
Yep.
remain engaging Boar.
Fantastic. And I've got 2 left. And with that 2, I'm going to spend that to dirty knives you,
Yep.
which is 2 dice, needing
A 4.
Needing a 4. Come on. Oh no!
Oh.
It doesn't come off. But there we go. So that is Brisket, and I'm on 7 momentum, you're on 3, and we're going to go into your next movement. And we're coming in now with Super Shark, who is going to try and score a goal.
Which he didn't manage to last time, but he is within 10 of the ball, so he's going to sprint 9 up to here,
Yep,
and he's going to spend his remaining 1 to shoot.
of course.
Now, this time I'm not going to be I'm not going to be silly, and I am going to bonus time it.
So you're going to bonus time it.
So I'm going to roll my 5th dice.
So you're down to 1 at the moment,
That's a goal.
and you get the goal. Brilliant. So that's going to be a goal, so it's going to go up to 8-6 to Henry at the moment.
It's still 8-4 at the moment.
Oh, I've only taken out 2 guys, haven't I?
I'm taking out 2 people, yes. Well, it's alright, it's going to be 8-6 very, very soon.
It should be. 8-6, and I'm going to scatter the ball now.
Yeah.
So we want that ball to scatter towards the big group of butchers, of course. Okay, so which direction is it going to go? It's going to go in the 6, which is that way, and it's going to go 5 inches. Wow, it's quite a lot.
Pretty far. That's putting it all the way over here.
So towards Mr. Shank. So with that, we are going to go into my final. Have I got? No, I've got a couple more.
You've got these 3 guys.
Got these 3 guys. Okay, I'm going to go into that now. And we're just going to go and we're just going to run the dog round into here. There we go. And it's going to go back over to you.
It's going to be Jack. Jack is going to take a sprint up 8 inches over to here.
Yep.
And he's going to spend a momentum to heal himself for 4.
Makes sense.
since I'm definitely not winning this roll.
No.
And that'll be you.
No, I certainly will. Okay, so we will then move Boiler.
It's scooting around to here.
Yeah, somewhere close-ish.
You've got lots of movement.
So he'll go to there, and then it goes back to you. We might as well keep this all on camera.
I have Salt. I don't know if it's even worth spending the momentum to heal him, but I'm going to do it anyway, just in case something goes horribly wrong.
Yep. Might as well.
And he's going to stand here.
Stand there. Brilliant.
Stay the hell away from everyone.
And do you get a free counter-attack every single time the first time you attack?
I get a free counter-attack once per turn, which I've already taken.
So I might as well just stand there.
However, counter-attacking doesn't really do anything here, because if I dodge out, it means you get to charge me.
That is true, but then you could dodge where I can't get in you, so I might as well move into base contact, haven't I?
Works.
No, but then you can do your push dodge with...
If I get 5 hits on my 3 dice, then yes.
On your 3 dice?
Well, I'm crowded out by lots of people.
Okay. So yeah, I'll hit you. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that.
Sure.
So I'm going to hit you. I've got 8 dice.
9, 10, 11.
So 11 dice. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got enough here. There we go. And 4s and 1.
Yep.
4s and 1. No.
6 hits.
6 hits. So 6 hits for Boar is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 4 that he wants. He's going to do a momentous 3 damage, which goes up to 4.
Which takes our friend Sakana out.
Takes him out. There we go.
You to 6 points.
Okay, and he would then of course get his berserk. He didn't move, did he?
No, he didn't.
So now he can do his free charge.
Yes, he can.
He can do his free charge. So I'm going to measure that out where he's going to go and sort that out now. There we go, guys. That is our board at the moment. So it's currently 6-8 to the fishermen. Not looking tremendous for them. It depends what I do next turn, doesn't it? I am going to get initiative no matter what, because I've got 7 momentum there.
I have 1.
And you have 1. So we're going to come back after allocation of influence, maintenance phase and the like. Here we go. This is how it's looking after allocation of influence. You can see the butchers are exactly where they want to be. They're nice and close together. The ball is there. They are going to have to deal with that. Because Shark has got an awful lot on him, he can definitely get in. And there's quite a bit over here as well. So with that, we are going to go into first activation for the butchers. So we're coming in here now because we have got Ox. Ox is going to be moving 5 inches to there so that he is an inch away from the ball. The ball will snap to him. He's going to kick the ball 6 inches in this direction. Whoever wants to sort that out for me. 6 inches, yeah, directly away. So it'll go like that, won't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. And it's going to go. Do I see it's a successful kick first?
Yeah, you do.
So he's got 2, is that right? Or 3? The captain, Ox, 3. Okay, so where's it going to go? Oh, sorry, it's successful. And it's going to go in the 4, which is that way, and it's going to go 3 inches. I'm quite happy with that. So it's going to go there. And he has got, so he's moved, he's kicked for 1, he had 3 on him. He's going to spend 1. He's going to do 1 to do tough skin on Shank, and the other one is wasted. So there we go. Shank's got tough skin. The ball's over there. We're going to over to the fish. So next up we have Salt.
Salt is just going to wander 7 inches over this way.
Wander 7 inches to there. And that's going to be done.
That's it.
So it comes back over to the butchers. Next up we are going to get Princess, and he's just not going to snap the ball, and he's going to move up to there. In fact. Oh, so there we go. We're going to go back over to the fish. Do you know exactly what you're doing?
Yeah, it's Sakana.
It's Sakana, and Sakana is going to...
Sakana is going to just sort of wander around a little bit over this way. He's going to walk 6 over to here, and he's going to put a smoke cloud down.
Smoke cloud, huh?
Smoke cloud, yeah. I'm going to put it here. I'll leave the marker there. Basically, it gives both of these guys cover.
Fantastic, very interesting. So with that, he's going to go back over to the butchers. And next up, we're just going to have Boiler. Boiler is going to just wander into there. And with him being there, he's going to be wasting his point. And we'll go back over to the fish. It's going to be a bit of a standoff here. Here's the standoff. And next up, we've got Kraken.
Kraken is just sprinting 6. round to here.
And he's going to stop there, and that means it is going to go back over to the butchers.
Yep, who's next?
Next up, it's Boar. And Boar is just going to waste his
Just going to stand there.
He's going to stand
look
there.
angrily at me for a while.
And it's going to go back over to the fish. Siren next.
Siren is indeed next. And she's also just going to sprint. She does kind of need to stay. He's only going 9, so she'll go around to here.
9 to there. Brilliant. And that means it's going to come back over to the butchers.
Yep.
And Brisket is just going to go and walk to here. And she's not going to do anything at all. I don't think she can do. She's got any plays? No. So she's going to waste hers as well.
Which leaves Jack is the next person who's going to go.
Of course.
I'm going to save Shark till last. But Jack is going to sprint 8 inches. He's just going to, just in front of the goal, assuming he's still more than 8 from 4, he's going to stay a little bit further back and go to here.
Yep.
And I'm going to use Get Over Here Salt to have Salt dodge his base move of 7 across to here.
Brilliant. So with that, it's going to come back over to the butchers. So here we go. We're coming in because we have got Shank.
Need to generate some momentum somehow.
We certainly are. So he is where they're going. We've already measured this. He's where they're going for 1, and then he's walking up so that he is 2 inches away. Just to about there, I think it was.
Yeah, that's about right.
Just. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Jack.
Yeah, that puts you in.
Yeah. So I just want to be on the edge of that. I'm going to hit you once, first time. Okay. So I get 6 dice.
Lose 1 for the cover because the goal is a barrier.
And it's 3s and 1.
Now.
So 3s and 1. Yep. 1 good roll. Okay, 4 and then 1 for armor.
3.
So this is not bad. What was that? 3.
Yep.
So that's going to be momentous 2 damage. I generate a point of momentum.
Goes to 1 for Tough Hide.
It goes to 1 because of Tough Hide. Yeah, I forgot about that. And a next one. What's he on at the moment?
He's on 8.
On 8, and again. And
that's only 2 hits, which goes to 1.
2 hits, which goes to 1, which means that I can do 1 damage, momentous 1 damage, which then
it goes to nothing, but you still get the dodge, so you can still take the result, so you still get the momentum.
So I still get the momentum. So 2 momentum there. Yep. And I do get the dodge. Have you got 2-inch melee?
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'm going to do 1-inch dodge. I'm just going to go back to yeah, there.
And finally, it's Shark.
So you know what you're doing?
Oh yeah. I'm going in. Ish.
Makes sense.
I'm going to Tidal Surge to make a 4-inch dodge over
Makes
to
sense. Here. That costs 3.
And I'm just going to sprint. So I go another 9. I'm going along to here. I'd like to stay more than 9 inches away from Ox though, so that I don't get murdered by him. So that seems like that should be fine.
Yep.
We should roll off, I suppose.
We certainly should. So I'm 2 ahead at the moment.
Yep.
Let's see. What do we get? You get.
I got 2, so you win.
It's all over it. So I'm going to allocate my influence now. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So here how it is looking. We've got 3 on Brisket, 3 on Boiler, 1 on Ox, 1 on Boar of course. We've got 4 over there on Shank. In the meantime, Shark has taken, he's got 5 there.
Yeah.
But 3 on Salt. So I am going to have to do something. And there we go, that's those guys over there. So we're going to go into Butcher's first turn activation. So it's tough because of course you can't score because of momentum and the like. Okay, so let's go in and let's see what we are going to do. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 to what's it called?
Swift Stance.
Swift Stance, that's the one. I'm going to be Swift Stancing Brisket, of course.
So she's now 6s for anyone who's male, which is just really infuriating.
Which is really good. And then he is going to move up, and he's going to be moving up to about here. He'll snap the ball to him, and then he'll spend that final point and he'll kick the ball about here. Now he doesn't want it to be anywhere too close to the, that's it. So he wants it to be about there.
You need to get it away from Shark before Shark does
Shark
what
stuff.
Shark does.
Okay, so he's got a kick of 2, I think.
I think he does, yes.
Yeah, okay, so Boiler, kick of 2. Don't usually kick balls with him. Okay, let's see what happens. It's a success, that's good. So which direction? It's going to go in the 3.
That way.
That's good. If the distance 1. Do we want that? You say he can move how much?
He can go 13, so he is in range if you go there.
Yeah, but he can't pass the ball or anything.
He can sprint where they go and he's got 1 left, so he can kick it, but he can't pass to anyone. I could kick it off the pitch.
Kick it off the pitch, which is what you. So I'm going to. So you are in range of that, aren't you? I'm going to re-roll.
Sure. So direction.
Come on.
6, so this way.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Distance 3, so it goes 3 inches over here.
3 inches over there. Good stuff. And with that, we're going to go over to the fish.
It's going to be Salt.
So you know exactly what he's doing?
Yep, Salt needs to rescue this ball. He's going to sprint, so he goes 9, so I'm 8.5 from the ball, so I'm going to go 7.5 to here, and I've got 1.5 inches left. So
Yep.
I'm going to go 1.5 inches back this way.
Nice.
He's going to spend 1 to where they go another 4 inches over here.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just going to let they go to here.
Where'd they go to that?
Yep. And now he is going to, since he only has a 4-inch kick, unfortunately he can't pass to Siren, but he is just going to kick the ball to here.
Kicking the ball to there.
So Salt has an incredible kick of 1. We're good.
Good.
You're amazing, Salt. I take it all back.
So he's going to go
Direction 6, so that way. Distance 2. So it would go 2 to here, but that means he's going to hit the goal, so it stops here.
So it's going to stop there. Good stuff. And then with that, we're going to go back into Butcher's activation. It's late. I've taken up far too much of Henry's time. And my wife is not very happy with me, judging by the phone. So what we are going to be doing here is we are going to walk up with Shank. He's going to go up and he's going to get nice and close to Mr.
Salt.
Mr. Salt, not moving the goal out of the way, of course. And from there, he is going to hit.
Sure, you have 5 dice.
So I've got 5 dice,
Yep.
needing 5s.
Yep.
This is going to be tough, but I just need a couple of good results.
Yeah.
Okay, so come on.
That is what? 2 hits.
2 hits. That's what we want. So that's momentous 2 damage and a 1-inch dodge.
Yep.
Okay, so we want that 1-inch dodge, of course, to move around him.
Yep.
Stay in face contact, nice and close to him.
Yep.
So probably a bit more. Okay, and then he will do that again.
Yep.
Next one.
Yep.
Come on. 2, yep. So another momentous 2 damage. Got 2 there.
You're going around me again?
Round him again.
Sure.
Staying in contact with him.
Yep.
He will bonus time this one.
Sure.
Do it again. Come on. Yep.
Yep.
So
You take Salt out.
he takes Salt out.
I gain 2 momentum, you gain 2 VPs.
I move an inch towards the ball.
Yeah.
I snap the ball 2.
Yep.
I got
Shoot
to
with
3.
bonus time.
I shoot with bonus time.
Roll those 3 dice.
3 dice and 4 plus. I win the game.
Yep.
Come on!
Oh, the 4.
Absolutely phenomenal game. Thank you so much, and thanks for all of your time as well and your help. That's really fun game. That was fun, and we're going to go into a post-match. We're going to go into the dugout for a post-match discussion now about how we thought that went, because I really enjoyed playing with the 2 pure starter teams. I thought that it's got a very nice feel to the game. You can see why they picked them both as the starter sets. I would recommend anybody do it. So we are going to go into that post-match report now. But thank you so much. Very close game. In the end, a little bit of luck along the way, but in the end it was 12-8. 12-8 to the Butchers. Let's go to the dugout now. So welcome to the post-match discussion. Really hope you guys out there enjoyed that battle because we put a fair bit of time into that. But we've had a lovely evening. I'm at your house, so thanks very much for having me. And we had a bit of a curry.
Yeah, it was good times.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. That's what it's all about, wargaming. Really, it's the social side of it. So you did have the option not to take pure fish, but you decided to be ultra cool. And that's the way I'm going to describe it. You decided at last minute you thought, you know what, let's give it a go. How did you find that as a game?
I think it was pretty good. Yeah. I definitely missed, like, obviously not having like Gutter and Hemlock. I felt like Siren didn't really do much that game.
You're right.
I was like, especially at the end when I was putting 4 on her on most of the turns, then basically the reason she's there is so that you can't snap the ball unless you're going to score that activation.
Yeah.
But all the other players in the team definitely pulled their weight. Like Sakana was like very hard for you to kill for quite a lot of the game.
The tough hiders and nightmare.
Yeah.
On the
Like
other
Jack
guys.
Kraken and Sakana are all pretty durable. So like my other options, Gutter and Hemlock, both of whom would probably have died quicker. I mean, Gutter can heal herself, but I don't know if it's necessarily as good as
It
the
took my
counter-attack.
whole team's investment to get through those, and they didn't go down quick. You know, and in the end, I'm going to say that the Butchers probably won that in the end because they refused to go and score on the opportunities that they had to score, because you can see when you look at that game, you can see how it just become a game of ping pong, and you just do it.
Clearly Shank's better at goal scoring than Shark is.
That was that shouldn't have happened, so that's a good example. But then Elmini did get the goal to turn after, so that's always an interesting one, and something that I'm a little bit more conscious of now. Especially if you've got a Brisket and a Shank.
The Butchers are a surprisingly good goal scoring team.
They're very, very good.
I think they're actually pretty good against the Fishermen simply because they're a good goal scoring. They can still score goals, and the main disadvantage of the Butchers is that they're actually quite easy to kill.
Yes.
Like, they don't actually have that much in the way of defences other than Brisket, who's impossible to hit with anyone.
Yeah.
But all the other teams, like, the Fishermen can't capitalise on the fact that you're easy to kill because they don't really have the damage to do that.
No, and I guess that's why Gutter works quite well in that list as well as being quite good at shooting.
Or Fangtooth.
Fangtooth's great as well. And it's also the fact that you can then, if there's a Butchers player, you kind of look at it and accept that you are probably going to score, but you keep Brisket at a certain point on the board, and you keep Shank at a certain point on the board.
To be fair, I think Brisket did about as much as Siren did that game.
Yeah, I think it was more the threat of her which was important. She was there or thereabouts all the time, which was quite important. And of course, the synergy with the dog with the extra attack, it made a difference because you made it hard for me to kill you. Yeah, it was very, very tough when. The
plan pretty much is just to like try and like keep you busy with those guys while Shark scores goals.
Tell you where I thought the swing point was. It was when Ox was about to be knocked off the board.
Yeah, and you stood him up and got him out of the way.
Got him out of the way, and then the next turn
Jack died.
Yeah.
I think it was that, and when I got up for the second goal.
Yeah.
And like missed and took another several activations to get that.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't help, but at the same time, like I had just managed to get the ball off the pitch with Sol.
Yeah.
And you could have scored then potentially.
Yes. Yeah, that was another decision as well, not killing the mascot.
Well, basically, I chose to get the ball off the pitch with Sol rather than kill Ox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, because if I had chosen to activate Sakana to kill Ox, then you would have probably killed Sol.
Yeah. It was a very interesting game. It was a good game to be part of. It was very tactical.
Yeah.
Very interesting. There were some good little discussions throughout it, which meant that I was learning quite a lot. So I enjoyed it. That's obviously where I need to be at the moment, is just keep learning what my stuff does and sort of getting a bit quicker with it all, to be honest.
Yep.
But I very much felt like that is a good way to teach people the game, is to get those two teams, I think.
Yeah.
Because
I think they're actually not the two most different teams.
No.
Especially because they're probably the two least durable teams.
Yes.
The only ones that come close are probably the Alchemists, but even they generally have higher defence than the Fishermen do.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah. So it's got something about it when you do that, and I would definitely recommend, if you get a chance to give intro games to people, if you can do Fishermen and Butchers, I think it works very, very, very well, because it makes you also, even though I'm not a Fisherman player and don't really have any interest in playing with them, I almost want to pop on the time, but it would be nice to kind of just, if you sat down and just swap the teams at the end and just.
I do think that it helps quite a lot to play Sakana instead of Grayscale or Angel.
Yeah. A lot of people rate Grayscales, don't they?
I personally dislike him very much, but mainly there's, especially against the Butchers, then having a third player who can take a few hits.
Yeah.
Because Kraken and Jack you pretty much have to take if you're playing against the Butchers or something like that, just because you need to tie the enemy team up for long enough to actually do anything.
Yeah, which he nearly did, but it just shows, it only takes one more.
Yeah, like when, because the fact that Ox got up again meant that Jack died pretty much.
Yeah.
So, Boiler did what Boiler does.
Oh, well, that's the thing, but I mean, Boiler in that game, he had that one-star turn.
Yeah, he's just deadly. He just kills basically.
Once you can start doing all the ganging up and getting the dog in, and you get all of the synergies with.
Yeah.
I mean, you wasted my legendary play.
Yeah.
That was good. I enjoyed that from an opponent point of view, and we hope that you guys out there enjoyed it. We certainly have had a good game. Remember, if you are enjoying the pilot series that is Abattoir Away Days, I want to carry on doing it because I love playing Guild Ball. But as Henry has seen here, it does take a reasonable amount of time just to play the games, and then all of the editing and all the uploading time and the like afterwards. So if you do want this to happen, I do want to be able to take some time off to do this more often and more regularly. So make sure you check out the links in the video description below, and go and check out the Patreon. And even if you're just donating $5, which is like £3 or something a month, you know, that is going to go a long way towards helping us, and you also get some bonus and some goodies for doing that too. So please help, please help. So don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. You had a good game?
Yeah, it was good.
I had a good game. Hope you guys out there had a good game. Look forward to seeing you in episode number 6. Episode number 6. Wow, getting through these.
Need to get through all the guilds.
I know. What have I got left to do? Masons.
Have you done mirror match?
I've not done mirror match, no.
That'll be the 2 you haven't done then.
Cool. Oh, and brewers. Not and brewers. Oh gosh, it'll have to be a 9. It'll have to be 9, or maybe not do the mirror match. But yeah, make sure that you get behind this project, guys, and we'll see you in the next match report.